Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Hi everybody, my name is Natasha and I've been commanded by His Royal Highness Prince Bertie the Frog to tell you the story Nori of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time there were 3 bears who lived together in a house of their own in a wood. One of them was a little small wee bear, and one was a middle-sized bear, and the other was a great huge bear. They had each a pot for their porridge, a little pot for the little small wee bear, and a middle-sized pot for the middle bear, and a great pot for the great huge bear. And they had each a chair to sit in, a little chair for the little small wee bear, and a middle-sized chair for the middle bear, and a great chair for the great huge bear. And they each had a bed to sleep in, a little bed for the little small wee bear, and a middle-sized bed for the middle bear, and a great bed for the great huge bear. One day, after they had made the porridge for their breakfast and poured it into their porridge pots, they walked out into the woods while the porridge was cooling, that they might not burn their mouths by beginning to eat it too soon. And while they were walking, a little girl came into the house. This little girl had golden curls that tumbled down her back to her waist, and everyone called her Goldilocks. Goldilocks had been walking through the woods on her way to her grandmother, but she had taken a shortcut and lost her way. After wandering around the woods for a very long time and starting to despair of ever seeing her grandmamma or her parents again, she came across a little house. She was very relieved because she was certain that whoever lived in the house would help her. You see, she did not know that the house belonged to the 3 bears. Goldilocks went up to the house and knocked on the door, but nobody answered. After a while, she looked through the window and saw the porridge on the table that the 3 bears had made for their breakfast. She said to herself, "Oh, how I wish I could eat some of that porridge. I'm so very hungry." Now, perhaps Goldilocks should have waited till the bears came home, and then perhaps they would have asked her to breakfast, for they were good bears, a little rough or so, as the manner of bears is, but for all that, very good-natured and hospitable. But Goldilocks did something rather naughty. She tried the latch on the door of the house and found that it was open. Because, you see, the bears didn't expect that anyone would come along and steal their porridge, and so they hadn't bothered to lock the door of the house when they went out. Goldilocks went inside. First she tasted the porridge of the great huge bear, and that was far too hot for her. And then she tasted the porridge of the middle bear, and that was too cold for her. And then she went to the porridge of the little small wee bear and tasted that. And that was neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. And she liked it so well that she ate it all up. Then the little Goldilocks sat down in the chair of the great huge bear, and that was too hard for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the middle bear, and that was too soft for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the little small wee bear, and that was neither too hard nor too soft, but just right. So she sat till the bottom of the chair came out, and down she came, plump upon the ground. And the naughty little girl laughed out loud. Then Goldilocks went upstairs into the bedchamber in which the 3 bears slept. And first she lay down upon the bed of the great huge bear, but that was too high at the head for her. And next she lay down